Having previously worked as a lawyer for insurance companies and now being a personal injury lawyer, having worked hundreds of car accident injury cases, I feel like I have a pretty good idea of how to value a car accident injury claim. In this video, I will go over the key differences of lower value car accident injury claims compared to higher million-dollar injury claims. I'll also discuss what I would recommend you do in order to maximize your injury case no matter the value of your case. So to get started, I'll first discuss the lower value car accident cases worth as low as maybe $1,000. First, to win any injury claim, you will have to show another driver or party was liable for the accident. If you struck the rear of someone else's vehicle while they were stopped, there is a good chance your claim is worth nothing. In lower valued cases, liability against another driver may be questionable. Maybe both you and the other driver claim to have had the green light, but in reality, one of you had to have had the red light. But there are no independent witnesses to confirm who had the green light and no video footage that confirms who had the green light. If liability is questionable, it will have a negative impact on the value of your case. But probably the biggest fact that is present in lower value car accident injury cases is minimal damages, which usually means minimal injuries where you get little to no medical treatment. So if you did not get any medical treatment at all after your accident, your case may have no value even if you had some soreness after the accident. But even if you went to the ER once to get checked out, but got no treatment after that for your injuries, the value of your case is likely minimal. The last factor I will discuss in lower value cases is insurance. The value of your car accident case is often reliant on how much automobile insurance coverage is available to cover your damages for your claim. If the other driver had no or just minimal insurance, you are not likely to have a high dollar claim even if you have sustained horrific injuries unless you discover additional insurance to pursue, like uninsured or underinsured motorist insurance. So now that you know what a lower value car accident injury claim looks like, let's discuss higher six-figure or even million-dollar car accident injury claims. Liability is also key in any higher value case. You need to be able to at least show that another driver or party was at least partially liable for the accident. It's of course easiest if you can show another driver was 100% liable for the accident. You will also need to be familiar with the negligence laws in your state to know if you will be able to make a financial recovery in your case. For example, I practice law in Kentucky. Kentucky is a pure comparative negligence law state. This means that if you're in an accident, you can still get compensation even if you're partly at fault. For example, if you're 30% at fault, you receive 70% of your damages. But another huge factor in high value cases is that you must have sustained a significant amount of damages. So if you've sustained significant injuries, you likely have a high amount of damages. High medical bills with a significant amount of lost wages for time missed from work. But don't forget, pain and suffering damages are also factored in, and if your injuries are severe, you likely have a large amount of pain and suffering damages. But even if you have significant injuries and liability against another driver, it's clear it does not always mean you have a big injury case. That's because to have a big injury case, possibly worth over $1 million, you have to usually have a large amount of insurance coverage available to you for your case. In some cases, the at-fault driver might not have any insurance at all, and if they have no insurance and have no significant personal assets and don't have a high-paying job, you are likely out of luck of getting a big payday from the at-fault driver. Typically, truck drivers or any type of company vehicle will likely have large amounts of insurance available. Also, if a person is wealthy, they oftentimes will have large amounts of insurance and significant assets to pursue. So if you are in a wreck caused by a commercial vehicle or wealthy individual, those are the types of cases that potentially lead to a big payday. So now that you know some of the key differences in lower value and higher value cases, what are some of the things you can do in order to maximize the value of your car accident injury case? One thing that you can do is show the insurance company you will fight to get the compensation you deserve. If a lot of money is at stake, the insurance company is more likely to fight hard against you to try to prevent from having to pay you more money. So, to show them you are a fighter, you should file a lawsuit and litigate the case if a low offer is made to you. Push the case towards a trial. It's been my experience that insurance companies typically make higher offers on your case the closer you get a case to trial. Another thing you can do to financially protect yourself and your loved ones that ride in the car with you is to purchase uninsured and underinsured motorist insurance coverage on your automobile insurance policy. Underinsured motorist insurance covers you or your passengers' damages if you're in an accident caused by a driver whose insurance isn't enough to pay for all your damages. If you purchase these types of insurance coverages on your automobile insurance policy before you ever have a wreck, it could go a long way in protecting you or your loved ones financially in the event you are in a car accident. Now that you know some of the key factual differences in lower value and higher value car accident injury cases, you may be thinking you may have a viable car accident injury case, but have no idea where to start with your claim since you have never been injured in a car accident before. If that sounds like you, then I would suggest you watch this video about to pop up right here, where I provide you with my step-by-step car accident claim guide, so simple that even a caveman can master it. Lastly, if you've been injured in Kentucky, remember to don't wait, call Tate.